Shengelengs, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tavi and I'm back with another video. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you're old, Wadidooo baby, thank you very much for coming back, clicking on this video, liking, commenting, subscribing and doing all the other amazing stuff. Anyway, today I am back with another rundown for the year 2024. So basically this is the last video of the year 2024 and wow, it's been a journey. Okay, last year what we basically did was I had a vision board and I was just telling you guys about the things that I had planned for the year 2023, and at the end of the year we're actually doing a rundown on seeing all of those things come to life. And I was so proud to see that most of the things that I had planned to do at the beginning of the year actually were fruitful, because I saw all of them come to life. So that was really like good for me. And this year, this has been the best year of my life. Okay, I feel like this year I actually showed up for myself more. You know, I was the most consistent, firstly on YouTube. So Nje, I want to say thank you so much, guys, for the people who actually joined us in the year 2024. I hope you guys are enjoying your stay here on this channel, and you guys are enjoying the content, and you guys are going to be here until dot. And to the people who have been here, being the Shengelengs from the year 2019 when I first started my channel up to now, thank you so much, guys. I know that there were times where I would always just disappear throughout the years and be like, oh my god, I feel like I'm going through something, and I'll just disappear and come back and tell you guys that, oh, you know, I was going through this and this and this, so that's why I had to disappear and stuff. But I feel like this year I was the most consistent and I just showed up for the most part, you know. And thank you to the people who actually, you know, just sticked around even when I was going through times where I had to like leave YouTube because I was going through something. You know, people that understood that I am not YouTube. You know, YouTube is just a part of me. It's something that I love to do because I felt like, I feel like with you guys, you know, I developed a family, I had friendships. Like, there's nothing that I go through that I don't come and vent to you guys about, and you guys just are like, baby girl, we are here for it, okay? We are here for you, and we are holding hands together, and we love you. Thank you guys for the support. I have so much to be grateful for this year, but I'm actually grateful for you guys. So anyway, this year I didn't have a vision board because I was actually planning to do it at the beginning of the year, and I don't know, I was just not feeling motivated to get it done. But a lot, you know, I remember seeing a meme that says this year should be should be called things that I never thought would happen. Basically, this was the year. I feel like I was in my element this year. Okay, at the beginning of the year, you guys know now I have dreadlocks. So I had dreadlocks when I was in primary. I had my dreadlocks from primary school up until I cut them. I think I was doing my 3rd year at university. I was actually on my 4th year. I was doing my honors when I cut them when I was doing my 3rd year, because I remember it was towards the middle of the year. And I don't know, yabona manje that I have my hair back. I feel like, what if amandla if you've watched my vlogs, you know I've mentioned this before, because I feel like ever since I put my hair back, amandla abuya back. And now that got me thinking, what if I am the Delilah and also the Samson? You know, like I was the Delilah for cutting my hair and I took my power off, because not that nothing ever went right, but yabona, it wasn't a smooth sailor. It was because I cut my hair. Okay, I don't know, that's just a theory I have. But then, yeah, so I decided to put my hair back on, and that was just it. And at the beginning of the year, you guys know that I started a podcast, which is titled, it's just a podcast because it doesn't have a name. That was like the most wholesome thing I've ever done. I am so proud of myself for actually doing that. And I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone that actually participated in coming to in It's Just a Podcast, you know, by coming to my channel and actually just, you know, being here and having these conversations that I would have with them, and just allowing me to share parts of them with you guys, and there could have been a lot of things that could have happened, where probably people would be like, oh no, I actually can't make it. But, they took out their time, they adjusted their schedules to actually come to my podcast. And I know that there's actually a lot of people who were like, okay, yeah, we would love to come to your podcast, but it just never happened because, the whole thing got ruined in June because I had to go home, I had to shoot with people, and like it was holidays, people had to go home. There was just a lot that was going on, and I want to let you guys know that it's nothing but it's just a podcast because it doesn't have a name. It's going to be coming back again for the second season next year. I hope you guys are excited about that and you guys are actually looking forward to that. I'm hoping to meet up with more amazing people and have these conversations with them and just feel wholesome again. Now, this was something that really made me happy. And like I said before, I was like really proud of myself because, I've always had like compliments where people are like, you have the personality, you have the voice of working at a radio station. Why don't you just try that, And I guess because I lacked self-confidence at that time, I was just like, nah, I don't think this thing is gonna work, But this year, I feel like because I had learned or come into terms with, falling in love with myself and understanding the art of falling in love with myself, that really helped me a lot with my self-confidence, and it also helped me a lot with, just my self-esteem in general. So now I'm able to like be confident around people, have conversations with people, meet up with people, and I enjoyed that so much. And I think that was one of the reasons why I actually did that podcast, and you guys actually really enjoyed it so much. Thank you so much to everyone who has just always been in the comment section and just giving the love and showing the love on that part of the segment of the channel. Moving forward, the channel story times are going to be coming back. I know I always say story times are going to be coming back and they just take forever to come back. I feel like this year is I didn't have much story times. That's because, guys, this year has been the most peaceful year of my life. I don't have much, all of those crazy things that used to happen. I think it's also just the growth. I don't have much to offer you guys, but definitely we are going to be trying to revamp the channel. And of course, I know you guys are just here for long form content, like hour, and I appreciate that for so much, you guys. So I will make sure in the year 2025. Another thing that happened this year, I went to my very first concert. That was the most beautiful thing that has ever happened, because I had never attended a concert. So you guys know that in October, I believe John Legend was in Shanghai and I went there with my friends. I had a good time. I had a great time, And I was like, okay, I think I would actually love to go to more of these because I realized I actually love it and it was a good experience. Let me spill some tea. If you're on my Instagram, you already know the Central C story. Guys, I'm a huge fan of Central C, okay? So that was supposed to be my second concert of the year. And I was like, what a way to end the year in a banger. You understand? I was looking forward to that boy. I get there, wow. They put us in a box. You understand? Now I don't even have the motivation to show you guys the frustration I had at the time. But they put us in a box and they put Central C in something that looks like a hole. I was no. I paid 888 to go and see that guy. I didn't even get to see him because I left before he even arrived because I couldn't deal with the pushing. I couldn't deal with everything that was just going on at the time. What a poorly organized concert. I hated it so much. So yeah, that was supposed to be my second concert, but I enjoyed the first concert and I'm looking forward to more concerts in the future because I feel like I am a concert girly. I am lying less to my therapist. I lied less this year. Let me put it like that. I lied less this year. I feel like because this year I was more in tune with, taking care of myself and, just being wholesome with myself and, like I said, learning the art of falling in love with myself all over again. I decided to take it so serious to a point where even when I go to therapy, I feel like this year I reaped the most rewards because I lied less to my therapist because I felt like I am being judged, or I'm gonna be judged, or I'm ashamed of the things that I am dealing with, or things that I do, or how I act. So I would just be like, it's not that deep. She doesn't have to know that. But then I understood that, I pay this person to actually listen to me vent and give me solutions to my problems. So I might as well just be honest about most things. And I feel like for the most part, because of being honest about myself and the things that I'm going through and my challenges and issues, I reaped the most rewards. And I feel like this year has been a year where I healed a lot. I healed a lot mentally and emotionally. And speaking on, the mental capacity, I'm so proud of myself this year. I feel like, bro, like we did it. Like we did it this year. For the most part, I'm always someone who is just dealing with mental stuff. And I think that's one of the reasons why, for the most part, I would leave YouTube and disappear. And, I would always just be going through stuff, man, and every time, especially when it's winter, I would really, really be going through something, because I don't know, when it's cold, I just get into this rabbit hole where I feel like I'm just not myself, and I'm just ready to give up everything and anything, and just you get the point. But this year, I'm really, really proud of myself, because I held it together. I held it together, and I did so well, so well. Even if I would feel like, I feel like now I am heading down that hole, I'd always pull myself back and, just be like, hey, look, you're doing it again. And I would just, pull myself together and just, be the best hand that I can be for myself. I feel like I showed up for myself this year, and I'm really, really grateful for that. I did my PGCE. I've always postponed this because I was just always like, I'm gonna do it whenever. And honestly speaking, for me, the reason I used to postpone with my PGCE is because I never had got a school that actually allowed me to do my PGC, my practicals, away from home and at a different time. They always wanted you to do practicals at a specific time. And the school that I ended up going with, which is Lyceum, I ended up, doing my PGCE with them. I still have to go and do my practicals, but I don't have to do them now. I can do them at any time, and I'm really appreciative of that. I hope with this degree, with this certificate, I'll be able to, go on to bigger adventures. No, bigger endeavors. What is adventures? Well, adventures, yeah, but bigger endeavors, and just maybe move out of the country, because I feel like I've been telling you guys since 2021. I'm like, oh, I also turned 5 years in China this year, and yeah, my Chinese still suck. I still don't like the food. The weather is still too much. All the things I used to tell you guys about over the years, I still deal with those things this year, but it's not a train smash anymore. It is what it is, because if it ain't it, then it wasn't it, baby. On period. So, yeah. Like I was still saying, I used to tell you guys that, I'm going to leave the country. So I hope now with the PGCE, I'll be able to actually just leave the country when it's time, And I remember towards the middle of the year, no, not the middle of the year, around September, I was actually venting to you guys because things were really going bad when I was talking about, the job market, looking for a job and all of that stuff. And I did a story time, and I was telling you guys about the things that I was dealing with at that time, and how we were just looking for jobs, but were never winning in the jobs department. Oh, baby, I was ready to leave. I remember at some point, I even bought a ticket. And in my heart, it was all well with my soul. I was like, I gotta go. I am leaving. It's okay. But guys, with this, I just want to say everything falls into place. Everything will fall into place, and for the better part of it. When they say good things fall apart so that things fall apart so that even better things fall together. I feel like this was like the scenario when it came to me and the job hunting and schools and stuff like that. Because guys, when I tell you about the school that I currently work at, from the management to the students to the colleagues, the environment, the energy, I feel so blessed and highly favored. Especially looking at how, it's just so difficult, getting a proper job at this point. Like I never thought, like ever since I moved to China, this is like the best school I've ever worked at. The second school that I worked at when I came to China was a good school, but it was in the Bundoos. I lived very far. I had no social life. I was the only foreign teacher there. It was hectic. I hated it with all of my life, but I wouldn't say it was bad as the other schools that I've worked at. And this school, when I tell you, baby, Uguti, I am the Grootman's egg. I am the Grootman's egg, and I'm the only black person in the school. All of my colleagues are Chinese, and most are white, and all are white. I'm the only black one, but I don't, because that's something that I think I stressed about when I got this job. I was like, oh my God, now I feel like I have to work extra hard to prove Guti, yeah, wada. But I am grateful for that, And I think one of the reasons I'm grateful for this school is because now I get an opportunity to actually focus on other things that matter to me, try other hobbies, because I feel mentally and emotionally calm. My nervous system is on track because I am not stressed or bothered by anything work related. Now I am able to focus on other things. I feel like my life is just wholesome, I remember I was talking to someone and they were asking me, how do I know that I am happy? Because I always feel like this was like the best year. After that, I feel like ever since I moved to China, the best year was when I got my dog, because I've always been a cynophilist. Ever since I was a kid, I always knew I wanted to have a dog. And when I got him, that was like the best year of my life. And I remember I got him around July, August-ish. So it was the best year ever, It was like I had ended the year on a banger note. And then 2020, and then fast forward this year, I feel like this was like the best year. I was the happiest. And I remember the person was asking me, how do I know that I was the happiest this year? I remember I just told the person, it's because I feel at peace. Like I am not bothered by anything. I am not bothered by anyone. I don't feel like there's anything that's going wrong in my life. Life is never perfect, but kupholiwe lokhunja, kupholiwe, like everything is just khamba ngolayini, bro. Yo guys, what a year. I also started modeling as well. I am not really I haven't signed with an agency as yet, but I remember my friends and people that know me, or people that would see me sometimes would be like, you have that model look, why don't you try it, But then because I've always been someone who was not really that confident, I never felt like I'm a photogenic person or I would look like those models. But then I don't know, this year, because I've just been in tune with myself, trying different things, trying things that I love and all of that stuff, I've just been trying different things that I feel like, this is something that I've always wanted to do but never really had the confidence to do it. And modeling has been part of them. I go to photo shoots trying to be, familiar with the camera, the poses and all of that stuff. And I'm enjoying it so much. Let me tell you something. I feel like, runways, Paris Fashion Weeks, Victoria Secrets, all of that shit, you guys might see me there. Because what? Period. But yeah, that's that. Then another thing that happened is this year, I feel like I've been the most sober. I am currently on my 7 months being a sober hand. I don't know if I actually quit drinking or I actually took a break. I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm here for it, because I think that's one of the things that actually played a huge role on my mental health and how my skin is looking, and also just how I feel generally. I don't know. I feel like when I was drinking, I had problems. And now that I stopped drinking, I stopped having problems. I don't know. And I've been single for the most part of the year because I don't know. I feel like I'm also at a point where I don't want to sound silly, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I feel like most of my problems are always starting with boys. Like, boys are the root of my problems for the most part. And this year, I decided to stay away from boys. I don't know. I just woke up and I decided to stay away from boys. I lost interest in boys, you know? So, I am still like believing in love. I'm still a lover girl. I still look forward to finding love. But at the same time, I'm also at a point where I am focusing more on myself and my goals and just like doing things that I love and things that I feel like make me a better person for myself, so that even if I meet the person that I want to like be with in future. Because one thing I'm gonna say is, guys, I know but I am also not innocent or perfect, or I'm not like that dream wow factor and like people are fumbling me, you know. So I want to work on those parts of me that I feel like I want them to show up better when for myself, and also be able to complement the person that I want to be with in the future. And I'm telling you, I'm 2 years ngiyashada, so nje nina thungsani on period. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, guys. If I'm forgetting anything, that's something that's at the back of my mind, I believe. But yeah, oh, another thing, my sister is here for the festive season. She decided to join me for Christmas. And I think this is something that actually, you know, brought that like it ticked a part of me that is always, you know, embraced that part of familyhood. And you know, because I've always been a family oriented person, and you know, having to spend the festive season with one of the people that really mean the world to me, I am really grateful for that. And I'm so humbled. I've understood the importance of having family. Like, no matter what people say, you know, family is very important. As long as it's family that's good for your mental health, it's family that's good for your emotional health, I feel like, yeah. And oh, another thing that happened, this is the last thing, I promise you. In the middle of the year in June, I actually went to Ulundi. That is where my dad is originally from, in KZN. And I think the last time I was there 10 to 11 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I was a teenager at the time. And this year I had to go back again because I had to do unveilings for both my parents and also my grandmother. And it was the most wholesome feeling because, you know, I got to like see people that I haven't seen in a very long time. And I think that's what also just tapped that part of me that, you know, was just like, wow, you know, family is a very beautiful thing. And I cherished each and every moment of it. I got to see my cousins that I hadn't seen in a very long time, see my aunts, my uncles, grandparents. It was really, really amazing just seeing the family together. It, like, I felt so whole, you know. I feel like that on its own healed me so much in most aspects of my life because, you know, I was there in the name of people that actually mean the world to me, because I mean, these are people that I will always carry in my heart. These are people that played a very significant role in who I am today. These are people that my grandchildren will know about. These are people that my children will know about, you know. And my dad has always been the most important piece in my life. He is my superhero. He's like the best thing that ever happened after sliced bread to me, okay? And you know, having to lose him at a very young age and being at a point where now I always like have to, you know that he is there with me. Yeah, having to go to his home where he was born, where he grew up, was just another different level. I felt like, wow, what a beautiful connection, you know. I felt even more deeper connection to him. And I think that is one thing that I'm most grateful for. I feel like this year I was able to be grateful for the people that I carry in my heart, because I feel like for the most part I've always had to, like, you know, just move on from it and not just sit with it and understand, because these are people that actually passed on when I was a kid, you know. Like, I never really got to sit down and immerse myself in the important parts of them that are in me, you know. This year I got to embrace a lot of characteristics that I took from my parents, things that, you know, some of them I didn't even know that my parents had. But you know, when people will be talking about stuff and I'm like, oh my god, I have that, and I took this from that parent, I took this from that parent. So I'm really, really grateful for that. This is where I'm gonna end the video. But before I end the video, I just wanted to tell you guys that, you know, I'm really grateful for you guys. Like I said before, I'm grateful for life. I am grateful for all the opportunities I got this year, for all the beautiful events that happened to me this year. I'm grateful for the life that I lived this year. And I know that, you know, probably some of you guys are looking at this and you guys probably had the shittiest year. I want you guys to know that everything does fall into place eventually. Things get okay eventually. Things fall into place like they never fell apart, you know. Just give it the time. Be kind to yourself. Show up for yourself. Show up for the people that you love. Show up for the world. Just, you know, as long as you know you gave it your best, this year, you can do it next year. What happened this year, you can try to do something better next year. Just tell what you can and what you must, and everything will be fine. I love you guys so much. And for me and my family, yeah, we are living all of this in 2024. See you guys in 2025. And mwah, I love you so much. Thank you and God bless. Bye.